virtual photo walks.
Hello, nice greetings from Vienna, Austria. I'm Robert Redl for Virtual Photo Walks, and today I'm in the inner district of Vienna with Jill and Joe, our nice little horses. It's a nice tradition here and a very cool vehicle for tourists to tour through the city. I'll give you a wider shot of this carriage now. So the inner district of Vienna is a very historic part of the city. The old town, it was actually the city boundaries in 1850. And today 100,000 people are working here, which gives me a scary population density of 5,600 per square kilometer. Now let's have a little closer look at what's going on here. So I'll show you some details here about the horse carriage. We have most of the time two horses attached to it, and everything is clean in Vienna. So we are very good about handling the waste. So they have their own poo bags behind. You see them, and this is what the carriage looks like.
Beautiful.
And I believe someone is starting right now, so maybe we see it in action when they are starting to move. And it's actually a very nice way to explore the city.
It's the Indian.
Oh, you got taillights too.
Yes, everything is organized, so they must have their sign and the stamp in which year they got the license and stuff. And let's now walk through them. We are next to St. Stephen's Cathedral here. And the people doing this business are maybe the most photographed people in the city. And now they are moving on as when they leave in the front. They have to move up. Now they get the apples. We should get a shot of that.
That's beautiful. Great coverage.
Look at this. They love apples. Ja.
Ist das S3?
Na, das ist noch das Note 2. Ja. Wir sind dort live für Kinder in einem Spital in Amerika, die da zuschauen.
Okay, ja, super.
Das ist ganz super.
Freut mich. Hallo. Yes. Warum? Warum? Wir wollen den morgen.
So people even select which carriage to take.
Ask him how long he's been doing that, Robert.
They are loving it then. It's carrots and apples. So
How long has he been driving the horse and buggy?
I believe his whole lifetime. Wie lange machen Sie das schon? 30 years, yeah. So most of the time it's a family business, I believe. Familien. Yeah. Since 84.
Ich weiß schon, auf das ist nichts. Wenn man stürmisch ist.
All
That's
that
man and animal living in a union.
all that testing paid off, Robert. Your reception is great.
Okay, now the parking movement. He just takes them by the hand. And this is the pole position, and that's how you start your tour through the city.
What a great shot.
So let's give you the total scene here again. So this is our starting point, and let's try to get a little bit of from the church behind us, St. Stephen's Cathedral. So if we look up there, people can explore the city from above when you go up the stairs in St. Stephen's Cathedral.
You had a beautiful day.
Yes, the weather is excellent today. So now I move around I pull a little back that I can show you the cathedral, the entrance. It's now shortly past 7 p.m. local time. So the business crowd is leaving the city, and the tourists are taking over to explore what's going on in Vienna's nightlife. I'm sure there's lots of stuff to find on the internet about Stephan's Dome, St. Stephen's Cathedral. So let me try to find something about this district in particular. Yeah, the city was called Vindobona with the Romans. In 1880, there was a peak of population of 73,000 people already, so this was the whole city then, until it hit the lowest recorded value of 17,000 in 2001. So there are not many people living here, but many are working here during the day. It's a very popular destination for all the big companies and lawyers because of the courts and all the infrastructure here. And in the evening, it's more. In the evening, it is more about tourism. Let me pan back to where we started.
There's our friend from Buffalo. Hi. Hi.
So let me now take an actual walk across the place here. I want to show you a special spot and some close-ups from the cathedral.
Okay. We're gonna have to get back to the horses sometime because we've got the youngster in Buffalo would love to see those.
We can make it locally a very tiny tour. So just to show you some impressions about the little details. When you're actually here, you can see very old artwork built here inside the stones, and I do not even touch it because it's really that old that you have a respect how many hundreds of years this has been here. So this is as close as it can get to all those motifs about life and death and what the church has been doing here. So here's an interesting spot. I believe this was the actual measurement. If you were trading stuff, then who has a good measurement, and so if people were fighting about how much do I get, they came here to the church, and this was the norm for how long a specific amount is.
That's brilliant. Nobody can be cheating.
Yeah. There are donations going on for the dome to repair it. So you see on the left side, you see all the black dirt that was crawling into the stones for hundreds of years, and when they are finished, it looks like that. So
wow.
Let's throw in something. And as this is a tourist place, I will now get 5 Canadian dollars that I got from Ottawa, and I donated to St. Stephen's Cathedral in Vienna.
Thank you, John.
This guy is not Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. These are just a normal tourist rip-off. You should avoid them. They're just trying to sell you tickets. No, it's okay. This is part of it. So let me show you the other great spots that we have. In the pavement, we have markings of the very first church that was here in the city.
Let it get really steady. It's a little blurry.
Yeah, it's difficult to see anyways. It's just the markings on the ground.
Okay.
Let me give you a shot with modern architecture on the other side. So this is one of the youngest buildings here on the place.
That's kind of bizarre.
House. And actually the architect just passed away last week, so we give him a moment of silence. And let me now I turn around 180 degrees, and let's look up. The tower is so high actually that I have a hard time to frame it. Okay, this should give you a nice shot now. And before you built the skyscrapers on the banks of the Danube River, and all the modern buildings, the tower of the St. Stephen's Cathedral was the highest point in the city. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful over there. The Lions Club Vienna made a donation to build a statue here for the blind.
Oh, wow.
That is so
Look
cool.
at that. This is what a brilliant
That is
idea.
brilliant.
I love it.
Oh, wow.
No, I just want to show that we have this here. No, no. Please. Let me. Yeah. Touch it and realize it.
Oh, that is
So this was donated by Lions International, and so this way you can experience the architecture by touching it. This is a very great idea.
What a great idea. I've never seen that before.
And it's also written
Oh, that.
in the special language for the blind. It's also written in different languages on the side of it. So this is where we started. The horse carriage, the fiacre was here on the left side. I showed you a detail here, and this was the entrance. And we are now on this side of the building.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
Cool. That's really cool.
So here is some construction and renovations going on, which hides it for us at the moment, but it will be even more beautiful when people come in the future. And it was always a very dense, a high density of what was going on here in the city. So built into the church on the side.
Look up.
Building for the.
Look way up. What does it look like when you look straight up?
Yeah, way up we see the corners of the roof, and when you are more far away from the building, then there is a wonderful eagle illustration in the shields of the roof.
That's great. A little gargoyle.
And everything is very relaxed
Lots
here.
of gargoyles, yeah.
You can just come with the bicycle and put it here to the church, and nobody is harassing you. Don't drive into the city with the car. That's the worst. You get lots of fines immediately. Very difficult to travel. But walking and coming with the bicycle, perfect.
I love those fountains.
Okay, a little bit. Let's look at this detail here. That's another bigger illustration.
Oh wow!
Of a scene on the side of the building.
Wow.
If I would have done my homework, I could tell you more about it, but we just experience it as it is.
Just hold that steady for another while, Robert. It's really clearing up.
Okay.
Is that a Catholic church, Robert?
Or Catholic?
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole country is this is the most popular church in Austria.
That's what I thought. Okay.
But Austria is very open to other religions too. So we have all kinds of confessions here, and we even have temples for the Buddhists and the mosque. So
yeah, usually those artifacts that you're showing, it's usually one of the stations of the cross. It's
that's
some
it.
churches have it inside and outside. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like someone is bringing fruits to a temple or something like that, or delivery of bananas. I'm not sure, so I move on. Maybe in the meantime, the contrast to today, a little still shot of a tourist shop.
Come back. Wow.
Oh, and what I actually love is those old illustrations that the traders had in their on the front. So
wow.
And this is all integrated also now with the modern shop. So inside you have everything digital, and you can get your new newspapers and everything. But on the outside, they still keep this nice touch like it was hundreds of years ago. So look at this, how the cars have to get in down here. This goes nearly vertical down below the church and the whole inner district. And I move on now. Ah, look at this. This is beautiful.
Wow.
That's worth the price of admission right there.
Yeah, isn't it?
And the amazing thing is this looks exactly the same like it was 500 years ago. So in medieval times, I would be really impressed to see all this art and architecture combined. So if you get the chance, you should really give it a shot. And this is just a tiny little glimpse. We're just in the very center of the first district. It's full of historic buildings and museums and interesting stuff to see. And now we're coming back to the fun part, where there's actual life with the horses.
All right.
And the youth is actually switching over. They are all going with the bicycles through the city and don't really care about cars. And there are new systems where you can just rent a car at point A and drop it where you want at point B in the city, and it's very cheap. Which puts all the hassle of ownership and maintenance away. They even fill up the tank for you. You have to do really nothing. Just get in, drive, and get out for 30 cents a minute.
Wow. Oh, beautiful horses.
Let's have this settled a little bit.
Hey, Don.
Come on, guys.
So those two bodies are working together the whole day to show tourists the city.
Oh, gorgeous.
That sequence with the fellow feeding the apples to the white horses.
Yeah. I'll show you the carriage again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is where you can have a seat. They also have roofs if you want, if it's a little rainy.
That's cute.
Beautiful also the
Looks like the
details.
Buggy. Great.
And so this combination of those wonderful animals with the historic buildings in the background, that's really something you should experience. We're doing it right now. So.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And here on the pavement, there are people sitting, just enjoying a coffee, chilling out for the end of the day.
What's after
and after the
you can have a drink.
After the photo walk, I will actually walk down. The pigeons are playing a little bit here between their feet. And that's how you chill out in Vienna at the end of the day. You just have a nice coffee. And actually, after the photo walk, I will walk down to the Danube River. And there is an artificial beach with sand where you can enjoy a cocktail. And ships are connecting you to the surrounding cities.
That sounds like another photo walk to me.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Yeah, look at the details of those vehicles. They put so much effort into them, and they are
So beautiful.
building and repairing themselves, I believe. So that's a lifetime job then. The guy
Oh,
that we
yeah.
saw earlier was doing it since 30 years. And most
We
of the
have
time
guys
it's a family
here.
business.
We still have guys here, Robert, in the market.
Yeah. And we even have a special buses here. As you can see, this bus is a little smaller for the small streets here in the inner district.
Yeah.
Robert, you muted yourself.
Because maybe my Bluetooth headset was running out of battery. And now you should get a little bit more of the sounds of the surroundings, if I'm correct.
Yeah, you're back and it's good.
Wagons are amazing.
Oh, it's clearing up. That's crystal clear. Wow.
That's beautiful.
That's like high definition. I would
I'm not sure if you hear now the
body
Bluetooth
bandwidth like that all
surroundings.
the time.
Beautiful.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm just amazed by those horses. We should try to get some variation now. Okay, if you can hear me, I cannot hear you.
Yeah, you're fine. You're good. Proceed. Can you hear me now?
Ah, yeah, so now we should have a little bit more of the sounds of the surroundings.
Yes, that's fine.
He's biting. they say, touch the other one, the right one is biting. This is great for the kids.
You gotta bring some apples next time, Robert.
That's the typical shots from, as a memory of Vienna, the horse biting you.
If you touch me, you have to feed me.
Yeah.
Are all the kids giving the horse the dickens for biting? Looks like they're mad at it.
Hast du ein Headset? Ich muss wieder was hören.
That sound is great when the clip clop of the hooves on the cobblestones.
Yeah, now I can hear you again.
That's good.
Yeah, I had some issues with the headset. I couldn't hear you for some time, so.
Yeah, we could hear you, and then you just faded out for a while, but everything's back.
Yeah. So that's actually funny that they tell you which one you should touch because the other one is biting. I will also try it once. Oh yeah, who knows? Yeah, they want something to eat if you touch them. That's the deal.
They must get a little sour with the people too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people bugging them in a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a hotspot from all around the world. People are coming here to see Vienna, and what they expect is lots of boring museums, but then they find the horses. Oops. Lots of traffic here. They're quite busy. Let me rest it that it goes steady. 1 second. And if you look closely at the top of the building, people are actually standing there. You can go up the stairs and have a nice view across the city.
Well, get going. We'll wait.
Okay. I will wave a Canadian flag from there.
That would be a great view. We should have had you up there and worked your way back down.
Oh yeah. then you would only hear breathing. Oh, Vienna by night, elevator open. They have an elevator.
Oh, we got to do that. There's another photo walk.
Yeah, let me try if this works inside. Maybe it's too dark, but
Well,
I believe they were discussing if they ask for an entrance fee here. Oh no, here is a guy begging, but okay.
Wow.
I have to be silent
Cool.
here. I have to be silent. I'm not just showing you. Be quiet.
Show us the state. Wow. What a shot.
Why not?
I never thought we'd get reception inside like that.
Just amazing.
You just chase the highlights. That's the key.
Yeah, it's very dark and a very long building. The mood
That is so cool.
So peaceful. Yeah.
That was amazing, Robert. You did really well.
Yeah, so this just shows you can so quickly dive from one mood to the other. You're playing with horses. You have a historic building from the outside, lots of noise, people, tourists gathering from all around the world, and then you just move in a few meters and have absolute peace and silence, and people lighting a candle for their loved ones.
You got a great shot. We got a great screen capture of that. Just super. That was the memorable shot. The horses and that was the memorable shot of the whole thing. Very cool.
So we have tourists on the left-hand side, locals having a coffee, in between some smartphone zombies waiting.
I'm not sure if Robert heard your question. You might have to speak up a little bit louder.
I'm sorry, it was a little bit soft for me. I couldn't hear it. Can you repeat it for me? Someone who has a louder microphone.
There we go. You could sit at a cafe and have a drink or a coffee, Robert. We could people watch for 10 minutes.
Oh yes. Yeah, that's the place to go.
Das ist der Stock im Eisenplatz.
Yeah. And was macht er? So I'm turning around now and give you the total shot of the famous roof of St. Stephen's Cathedral, which we saw from the inside.
Okay, what I was trying to ask you before was how large the area that you're in without I have not really seen any automobile traffic. Is that, how large of an area is that? I've only seen horse and buggies and foot traffic.
How large is the square, Robert?
Yeah, so there are, I don't know how to say it, but it's around 1 mile in a square, or even 2 miles in a square. You have very broad streets where you're only allowed to walk, and only in the morning suppliers have 1 hour to deliver stuff with cars, and the rest of the city is also very strict. You are only allowed to park for 1 hour, and then you have to leave it again. So
hold it steady, Robert.
Wow.
Yeah, just lock it down from there.
Okay.
That's sharp. Oh, perfect. It looks like we got a McDonald's over there.
Yeah, everything. It all goes back to the 12th century, but we have all stuff that a modern city has.
Wow. That'd be something to have an apartment on the 3rd floor and looking at a square like that.
Yes, for 1 million euros, no problem, or maybe 10 now with the inflation. So now comes the most important part for me.
What's that?
You get your sausage stand, Würstelstand. This is the most important thing that that city has here, if you can see that.
Oh, you're going to get us a hot dog.
Yeah. So that's the place to go.
BPW is not paying for your Rolaids.
Yeah, and all kinds of shops for sure. So if you have too much money, it's very easy to. That's the place to go here.
Oh my.
Both historical stuff and current artwork. What's this beat? 5,000, yeah? Yeah, so for this painting, it's 4,800 euros. I believe roughly 7,000 Canadian dollars. I believe I even saw them in Canada. It's a very,
you might
very
be getting into
brand,
a questionable bandwidth spot there. There
it's
you
actually
go.
a perfect business plan. Yeah, it's an actual a perfect business plan. So just take glass pieces, stitch them together, and ask for lots of money. That's worldwide.
Oh, that's pretty.
Here we go. Oops, it's open. Oh my God, it's so expensive. Yeah, and here we can walk for 10 minutes, then we reach the opera house.
You're never going to top the shot of those horses in the...
Just the artists here, if you can see them. Hello.
Oh, keep going.
Let me introduce you to Mozart, Amadeus, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Okay. Bye.
Virtual photo walks. Virtual